What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? How is everybody doing today, man? You already should know how it go. It's your boy B back with another video. And guys, we are going to be literally talking about a few things. I'm going to actually be listing some products on eBay as I talk throughout this 30-minute process that I have. I am going live right before I'm going to bed, but I wanted to go live because I just felt like it. I felt like it's weird. Like, I feel like I need to go live because I got something to say, and it's not that I don't know what I want to say. I couldn't necessarily title the video. Because, well, yes, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to start a fresh eBay account. Because I have one right here, and I'm thinking, well, why not just show you guys live how I would do it, right? I'm going to list probably 7 products on eBay, so it's right here, okay? But before I get into that, I just want to talk. I had about 3 to 4 calls today. If you don't know, you want to talk to me, you can easily go ahead and book a call at hustlertalkme.com. I give you a lot of different options, okay? Now I'm available very scarcely as of right now for this weekend, so Monday would be the best bet, but you got a bunch of durations and all that. But the reason I say that, right, and you can even do 15 minutes, okay? But the reason I say that is because I had great calls today, and they really put a lot on my mind, right? So if I'm being real with you guys, this week has been interesting. It's very interesting. My dog attacked my son. Son got bit on the face, and now is dealing with that issue. Which every issue that occurs, I think of why, right? And what lesson can I get out of it? And you know, the situation that happened with that is, you know, I own a German Shepherd named Hustle. And you guys probably saw them in like vlogs that I've had. And, you know, he always nibbled at my son. He always nibbled, but never really bit. So it's kind of weird. And then right at that time, I had to, it was blood gushing out and all this other stuff, and I had to go to the emergency room, spent 6 hours in the emergency room, went at 8, got back at 8 p.m., got back at like 2 p.m., or 2 a.m., excuse me, and then got a little sleep, but then got a call that the cat that I grew up with, that I handpicked as a child, died. Then I had to go to my mom's house in Jersey and literally pick the cat up, and put it in a box and run all around and try to find a way to, you know, properly discard the cat. But the reason I say all of this is because then I went to go play some ball. I went to go and try to refresh my mind and play some ball today. And I'm playing ball. It was a point where we had a break. We lost. We sitting on the bench, and I'm sitting on the bench next to my guy Mike, right? And this is a guy I only talk to when I am at the park. You know, one of those people that, you know, they're real cool, but y'all don't really talk outside of, you know, wherever you happen to be. So we're talking about how life it never lets you catch up, because we want to work out and do this and do that, but it's always something just hitting you and happening to you. And while we're having this discussion, you know, I'm telling him pain points in my life, and he's telling me some pain points that he had, and I'm just like, damn, like, he got a little bit worse than me. And it's always somebody that got some stuff worse for you, even when you are going through some stuff. But you always got to realize and remember to be grateful for what you got and what you're going through, and look at the lesson in it. So the lesson, I thought, could have been multiple things. But the hardest part of this week was continuing my work. The hardest part of the week was being able to get on the camera and smile and talk and discuss about a bunch of different things. Even now, right? Like, there's a lot of things on my mind, but that's the hard part. The hard part is that the show must go on, no matter what. And when death happens, you sort of kind of tend to think about it in a larger scope. Well, I do, because I'm always forward thinking. So I start thinking about my grandmother and my mother, and we all got elders out there that we know are going to pass. They're going to go away. They're going to go to heaven, and we can't do nothing about it, right? And that's why I titled this, like, what are you going to do when you fail? Because, see, I could be honest with you. I'm not really, like, too heartbroken over a cat. I'm not. Now, the traumatics of, like, having to deal with the body and all that, and, I mean, hey, but it more so symbolizes the fact that nothing lasts forever. And, like, if you keep sitting there waiting for things to last forever, you're going to end up sadly mistaken when it disappears. And I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who's going through what. I don't. I don't know who's in a position where they have a clear why, or they have a clear understanding on why they're doing what they're doing, but they're just procrastinating and not getting it done because they think they have time. You don't got time. You don't got time, because I just thought that I had time to make dinner, and then my dog then bit my kid, and it turned into a way deeper situation, and now I'm spending 6 hours in an emergency room. You don't got time, because you never know what's going to come up and what's going to happen. And the one thing that I always thought to myself with that situation is, how could I have prevented it? And that's an entrepreneur's mindset, is when you see a failure, the maybe the second or third thing that you think besides the failure itself is, how could I have prevented it? Excuse me. And when I think about how I could have prevented it, it becomes a bunch of variables, right? And that's why I love myself, and that's why I love this journey. I love the journey of an entrepreneur, because you start to realize that, like, nothing really is in your control, no matter how much you try to control it. And life has an interesting way of, like, just letting you know that. And life has an interesting way of telling you to slow down, or telling you that you're going to continue to not have control and need to be okay with it. And that hurts. It hurts. Right? It hurts. But one thing I will tell you is that I'm good. I'm Gucci. And I hope you guys are too. But I want you guys to, good night. I want you guys to definitely follow me on TikTok. But I want you guys to really tighten up when it comes to what you're doing right now. Because no matter when you're watching this video, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, you're doing a lot of things that aren't going to actually put you in the right, or the place, I won't say the right, but the place you want to be. Okay, you're not doing enough, and you're not doing good enough, and you're not sacrificing enough, and you also aren't being honest with yourself. And honesty has to do and involve with, first putting the mirror in front of us and understanding what we're doing to not achieve what we want. And, this week probably was horrible for you. It probably could have been good, but it always could have been better. And when you keep having that mindset of, okay, it always could have been better, or I always can do something more, you start to understand not that you are bad or you're a failure, but you're imperfect, and you have to embrace it, because that is the challenge. Every day, that's the point of you waking up. Like, what is the point of having a game that doesn't have levels? What is the point of having a game with no objective? What is the point of having a life with no objectives, right? That's why a lot of people tell themselves false objectives. They say, oh, I'm going to be an astronaut. You ask kids, what are you going to be? Oh, I want to be a scientist. And that kid can't even do math, nor do they want to follow directions. Now, they might develop the habit, but they may have a parent at home that neglects their education and doesn't even seem to want to participate. But that kid has dreams and aspirations that won't come true. A lot of you guys want to start businesses that won't come true. I run into a bunch of 30 to 50-year-olds that want to create clothing brands. And I'm like, bro, that phase has to have passed. You're not going to create a successful clothing brand because you have an idea, or because you have a logo, or because you have an LLC. And when I say things like that, people get a little upset, because it's more so like, well, how are you going to tell me? I'm going to tell you because you don't have what it takes. And what do you mean I don't have what it takes? I mean, you don't have what it takes to create that clothing brand. You don't have what it takes to create that business, because you're not out there. You're not in the field. You're not willing to actually go in Chick-fil-A lines and promote your brand. You're not really willing to go out and embarrass yourself to build your company and build your business. See, you don't have what it takes. And a lot of people, they wake up with an objective because that's what life is. Life is only livable, or it only motivates you when you wake up with an objective. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for joining. What's up? What's up? And thank you guys on YouTube. But yeah, objective. Everybody has to wake up with an objective. And if you don't wake up with an objective, you're just lost in life. The objective could be, turn my alarm clock off. The objective could be, go to work. The objective is the objective, but you sometimes create false objectives just so you can live and coast and feel like you're doing something, and a lot of us are doing it. And I thought about that today. A lot of us are doing it. A lot of us think, I'm going to make it to the league. I was talking to a basketball player that plays with Arizona State today, and a few other colleges, and he was telling me how he's going to make it pro. And all along in my head, I'm thinking, he's not making it anywhere. Not because he's not good, not because he doesn't have the potential, because he's really good and he has the potential. But it's just the point of, bro, you're outside playing with a whole bunch of people that ain't doing nothing with their lives in this field, and you're going to tell me that you're destined to go play pro. And he said NBA. Now, he may go overseas, right? But a lot of us create false objectives. I asked him what college he goes to. He told me he don't even get no burn, but he gonna make it pro. It's a lie. It's not gonna happen. Be realistic. A lot of people think they're going to do things because that is what keeps them motivated. Now, why am I saying all of this? I'm saying this because sometimes we gotta look in the mirror, especially times like this where it's a Saturday night. You got some people out, some people in the crib, some people ain't doing nothing, some people are. Some people, they watching TV, watching YouTube. Some people dealing with their kids. Some people out to eat, spending money with people that aren't helping them make money. It's a lot of different things that are happening and occurring, and it's interesting how we all don't weigh out the variables, because if you really wanted enough, you would sacrifice. You would understand the sacrifices that it takes to actually get to where you want. But a lot of us don't. We rather lie to ourselves, create a false reality, and live in that false reality, and then complain when we don't get what we need. Because not because you're not good enough, or not because you can't make it, but because you just don't do what it takes, because it's not in you. It's not in you. That's why I call myself educated hustler, because I'm honestly nobody special, and I'm also somebody that has failed more times than I succeeded, but I always got my ass back up, and that's one thing you can't teach anybody. You can't teach anybody hustle, right? Now I know all of my fellas watching this right now that have ever played for a basketball or even any sports team. Your coach always told you one thing they can't teach is hustle, right? Your coach can't teach you to go and run after that ball. Your coach can't teach you to dive off it. Y'all ever play ball or any sport, but I'm going to say ball for this example, with somebody that always got a high-ass motor? Like, they're always running around. Like, they never stop. They're always running around. You like, damn, this person don't ever get tired, right? That's in that person. No matter if they smoke, no matter if they drink, no matter if they do whatever, right? They have a high motor. And that high motor keeps going no matter what. And you're like, this bull was not stop running around. And that really, to me, really shows how life works. Like, some people got it and some people don't. But even if you don't have it, you can still use what you do to get to what you want. Not everybody is going to become a millionaire. Shit, I may not become a millionaire because I don't got what it takes. I don't got the work ethic to become a millionaire. I don't think that I'm willing to sacrifice as much as I should to become a millionaire. That's okay, though, right? Because I will fit in my lane and do the best in everything I can with my lane. Thank you for the taps. I appreciate it. And that's sort of kind of like, as an entrepreneur, like what I started to realize, like, sometimes you gotta be real with yourself. Let me just tell y'all, like, I own phone stores, and me looking at these phone stores, paying rent, right? Rent $1,600, $1,750, right? Me paying rent, paying electric, paying employees, 1099 employees, and then I'm looking at the end of the day, like, how much money am I really making? How much money am I spending just to look cool? How much money am I spending just to be that guy? How much money am I spending just to make people proud when they honestly don't know what the hell they're being proud over or what they're proud at, right? Because, see, you're not looking at my books, right? Like, you right here watching me, you don't know how much money I have in my bank account right now. I can go ahead and put up a front. I could put a nice little background. I can go on a balcony and I can show you Philadelphia, right? And stream and look really cool. But that's all perception, because I can also be 3 or 10 months behind rent, ready to get kicked out. It's all perception. And you have to make a choice, right? You have to make a choice whether you want to live in perception or you want to live in, other people's, you want to live catering to other people's perception, or you want to live in a reality where you're just catering to your own personal reality that you are in control of. And that's where I want everybody to tap into, hopefully this Saturday or whenever you watch this, and realize, like, bro, you're not that far, but you definitely ain't moving that close. A lot of us, we ain't that far. And what am I talking about? Like, what the hell am I talking about? We not that far. Or you're not that far. You're not that far from doing what the hell you want to do. The problem is that you don't understand that what you're doing is never going to get you the result that you want. You're doing something, and that should be something to be proud of. But everybody doesn't get a hand clap. And I don't remember who I was talking to today, but they were telling me how they did this, and this. And they were telling me how they did something, for everybody around them, including myself. And they were like, yeah, you didn't notice that I did X, Y, and Z. And some may call me cold-hearted or blunt, but I said to the person, I said, everything doesn't deserve recognition. Everything doesn't deserve recognition. That's a hard reality that entrepreneurship has showed me. Because, see, I can clean my store, disinfect it, make it look nice and shiny, but the person that walks into my store can still have a perception that it's dirty. I can go ahead and do everything I can, or every aspect of the business can be handled, and people still not be satisfied with my business because they don't know how I lose sleep at night trying to make sure I'm managing it correctly. I can literally bust my ass to try and make my business flourish, and somebody treat it like shit and tell me the only reason why they're supporting my business is because I'm black. This has all happened to me. I've had people, I bust my behind to make sure I get the best products, and people come to me and they say, "Oh man, I don't like your price, but I'll go ahead, bro. If you cut it down a few dollars, you know what I mean? Just cut it down like $2, bro. I'm just trying to support a black business, bro. I'm just trying to support a small black business, bro. Like I would never ever, go to Walmart. I'm gonna support your business, bro, because you black. I don't want none of that sympathy, bro, and I don't want none of that favoritism, and I also don't want you to support me because of the color of my skin. I love that I'm black. Let's not get that twisted, but I don't like that you support me just because of that. The PPP loans and people right now, Philadelphia gives so many grants for black people. They do, and yes, you should take advantage of it if you need to, but guess what? Me, personally, I need to, but I don't. And I didn't with the PPP loans and the grants, not because I'm too good. You feel me? But because, in my opinion, I don't want to get successful and then be like, damn, where would I have been if I didn't get that grant? Because I'm black. No, because I know that the Jewish person right across the street ain't no better than me. And that's no disrespect to the Jewish community. But I know that the Indian person that sells gold right across the street from me as well is no better than me. I know I can work just as hard as them. I know that we are equal in work. But, hey, guess what? We're not equal in what? Recognition. So I think being honest with yourself is important as an entrepreneur, but also understanding that you're not always going to get recognized, bro. Like, you're not always going to get recognized, and there's a lot of people watching this right now that ain't recognized. They feel like in their household they're not recognized, in their personal relationships they're not recognized, friendships, or even in your romantic life you ain't recognized, right? Get the fuck over it. And the reason why I say it is because that's going to make you a better entrepreneur. When you start realizing that your girlfriend may be cheating on you right now, or you realize that your friend may be stabbing you in the back. They might be plotting to do some things to you. Or, hey, maybe somebody knows some things that you don't, and you look like an idiot in front of whatever company you keep, right? That all could be the case. But I'm going to tell you something. No matter what is going on around you, you got to understand that the world keeps moving and that you cannot let anybody dictate the way that you move and the way that you work. There's been times when my relationship wasn't going well and I didn't go to work. There's been times when I was depressed and I was in the crib crying my ass off like a little, I'm not going to curse too much today, so I'm just going to say like a little baby, and didn't do the business I needed to do. In those days, I didn't make no money. In those days, nobody came to pat me on my back. In those days, nobody came to say, hey, Brandon, here's a check for what you would have made. There's been days where things have came up that I could not control, that have hurt the hell out of my pockets and hurt me as an individual. There's traumatic things that we all go through. So that, don't get it twisted in me trying to say a sob story, because there is no sob story in what I'm talking about, because at the end of the day, everybody go through shit, right? What I'm trying to say is, no matter what, whatever I went through, whatever I had to handle myself and look and be alone and upset with by myself, I had to handle that shit myself, bro. I ain't had nobody to sit there and rub my back, bro. Like, I don't got, like, and it's still to this day, and a lot of men, I will say, because I can't speak for women, and I say that all the time when I bring this up, because I don't want to discredit any woman's feelings, but a lot of men, bro, we don't get no damn love, bro. You get love when you got the bread. You get love when you got motion. You got love coming to you when people see that other people want you. That's when you get that love. You don't get nobody that love you when you are just you. That's just a lie. Okay? And a lot of us, we try to tell ourselves this bullshit, and we try to think that we are doing things for us, but no, we're doing things for validation for other people. And when you are talking about entrepreneurship, you got to stop that shit. I've done it for a long time. I've mixed business with pleasure all my life. I've done that a bunch, and I'm gonna tell you something that leads to nowhere. Why? Because see, when you are so focused on pleasuring yourself and not building your business, you start to fail. When you're so worried about how other people look at you, you stop realizing what your business needs, and you start just doing what you think other people view or would view your business to need. You stop understanding that you selling your value is not selling what you can do, but selling what people would go through if they didn't have your business, if they didn't have your service. You feel me? And I was on a phone, a book call today with somebody, and he was talking to me about how he was on the phone with his homeboys. And he was like, yeah, I was talking to my friends, and I was pitching his product. And I was like, and they asked me, well, why would I want to buy that? And he told me that he told them a whole laundry list of things that it does. And I said, bro, you handling that wrong, bro. That's not what I want you to do. What I want you to do is I want you to go and I want you to tell them, well, what if you didn't have it? What if you didn't have it? What if you didn't have this battery pack? Or what if you didn't have these AirPod Max clones? And what if you didn't have electronics to resell? I'm just putting it in my example, but that wasn't his product. But what if you don't have it? That's how you sell things. You sell things by making people scared. Not making people scared for their life or, for their well-being, but making people wonder, well, what if I do make the wrong choice in the product that I buy? What if I go to McDonald's instead of Chick-fil-A? How I know my fries ain't going to be cold? What place can I go that guarantees me the service? Because I'm hungry as a month right now. It's all about the fear, because then when you do something consistently, and Chick-fil-A is a really good example. McDonald's is great. It's cheaper. Chick-fil-A, more expensive. But I think a lot of people skip past the business portion of this, right? When you go to Chick-fil-A, they say, my pleasure. They treat you well. Some of them, right? And they treat you good, but it's not for that moment. They don't treat you good just for right then and there. You want to know why they treat you good? They treat you good because when you think about a place you want to go, you're going to think more so about the customer service and the experience more than the product. Because, see, I can get a chicken sandwich or I can get chicken nuggets, and they'll fill me up just as much as Chick-fil-A's nuggets or whatever fills me up. But the difference is I want a seamless, fast-ass transaction. I don't want to sit in online and have Shanae taking my order and then her taking my order wrong, the fries being cold or the fries being burnt. Like, when I go to Chick-fil-A, I know everything is Gucci. And it's the same thing with your product. So for you, if you're anybody out there trying to start a business and trying to grow, right? What I want you to start understanding and thinking is, do I want to sell the value of what my product does or the value of what if you don't have it? See, that's the difference between an entrepreneur that's going to be successful and an entrepreneur that's going to be broke. Because if you keep trying to sell what your product does, you're also 9 times out of 10 trying to make sure you have the most affordable price point. And if you try to make sure you have the most affordable price point, you're going to end up going broke, because price point is not what should attract consumers. I fell into that trap. I thought if I had the cheapest thing, people would come to me, and they did. But then they would come to me and they were low quality consumers. So it's like you're inviting, and this is no disrespect to consumers, but you're inviting, how can I say this in a nice way? You're inviting people that value cheap shit. I mean, oh man, I'm trying not to curse. You're inviting people that value cheap things and don't take care of them, and also don't appreciate them over people that actually would pay a premium price for something that's premium. But the problem is you don't want to sell premium because you're scared to invest your money. And then that brings me into the next topic. The next thing is, why are you not investing your money? Why are you so stuck in, oh man, I want to keep my bread. I don't know what's going to happen if I invest in this, that, and the third. And I ain't even talking about my businesses. I'm talking about in general, bro. Like, why you won't go on Alibaba and go ahead and try and get that product that you want to sell? It don't got to be electronic. Why won't you sit there and actually start that business? Why won't you actually put the bread where your mouth is? Because you don't believe in yourself. And a lot of people need to hear this, because a lot of people don't invest money because they're cowards. A lot of people don't invest their money in them, because they're cowards. Okay, you're a coward. You are scared that you're going to fail because you don't believe in the preparation that you've been doing for your whole life. And that's not the way to be, because, see, I will invest every mother freaking dime that I got in myself because I know for a fact that my work ethic is impeccable. I know I slip. I know I mess up. I know I make mistakes. But I know at the end of the day, my work ethic is impeccable. So no matter what you take from me, and I've already proven this with myself. See, a lot of people have not proven themselves to themselves. A lot of people, you work a 9 to 5, you come home, you take your ass to work, you go ahead, you work for Bob and Jim and Tom and Harry and Dick and all these people. You're working for these people, and they're paying you, and they're giving you checks. You not doing shit to trust yourself. Oh, yeah, I am, Brandon, because I come to work every day on time. Do you think that coming to work on time is going to help you build trust spending money? Okay, yeah. So you show that you can actually rely on 3 alarm clocks. You can go ahead and rely on that car that you drive. You can do all of that. But let me ask you something. How do you know the brakes is going to work in that car that you're driving to work? How do you know that the brakes going to work? Let me ask y'all this. Because I'm not from the hood, but I've been in the hood, and I'm not somebody that say I was never given a silver spoon, but my mom actually, she took me out of Philly, and then I came back to Philly. But I will say this, when I get my car fixed all the time, or back in the day when I got my car fixed all the time, I went to some sketchy garages to get my brakes done. Right? But this is when I was first starting out, and you know, sometimes I think back on it, I'm like, damn, how I know that person put the brakes on right? And I thought about it while I was driving, and I'm like, yo, it's crazy how people trust the brakes that someone else put on that they didn't see way more than they trust themselves with the work ethic that they put in. Like, so you mean to tell me that you believe in that person way more than you believe? Like, that person can tell you, yo, your rotors are done, you're lying to your brakes and this, that, and the third, and your coolant and this and this and this needs to be replaced, and you'll believe it. But you won't believe yourself when it comes to, yo, I think that I want to actually pursue this. I think I actually want to do X, Y, and Z. You don't believe in yourself because you're a fucking coward. You're a coward. And it takes understanding, self-accountability for you to be able to break that. Because I was a coward. I was one person, I paid my bills on the 5th day. I would always pay my bills late. Always. And it was a habit that I discovered I had because I was scared. I was scared that, yo, if I put this money out, it might not come back. That's money trauma. And, you know, it's okay to be okay with the fact that was you, but you got to reinvent yourself. You got to actually understand that money should be treated like a living, breathing organism or thing, right? You should always treat money like money is actually something breathing. What the hell am I talking about? What I'm talking about is this. Let's say I got $100. I got a bean on me, right? We call it a bean in Philly. I got $100 on me. And if I got $100 on me, what the hell am I going to do with $100? Oh, you can do a lot. I can go ahead and give me some Arizonas. I can give me some platters, some cheesesteak platters. You can do a lot in the hood with $100, right? But if I buy stuff with $100 that isn't going to bring me more money, then what am I doing to those dollars? I want you guys to take a step back from my analogy and let's take a break and let's actually talk about what the hell I'm talking about. Every single dollar that you got should be acting as if it was an employee for you. Every dollar that you got should be acting like an employee. So everybody should have some employees working for them because that's what money should be doing. Money should be working for you. Money should not be sitting in a bank account talking about it sitting in your motherfucking savings. Are you serious? See, people that have savings accounts for rainy days, people that do that, they're the people that society has groomed with school and different propaganda. But how are you saving your money, and the place that you're putting your money in is spending it? How are you saving your money, but all the people that got money is spending their money and putting their money into other investments? Why are you the only one that's sitting there saving your bread? Oh, because you're scared that one day you're not going to have it. Why? Because you don't have ways to remake the money that you may lose. So you're scared, but that's not how you treat money. Money is meant to actually be put out for things that will bring you money back. I'll give you guys a really good example. I don't know what the freak I'm doing with this product, but I got it. And I got this product because I am intrigued on expanding my business, right? So I got about, I think like 30 of these right now, right? Lysol spray, right? And the distributor that got these for me, he pitched me on them, and I said no. Then I did my product research on them, and I said, okay, if I do this right, I can do X, Y, and Z, right? I ended up paying out a lot of money. It's my alarm to go to bed, actually. I ended up paying a lot of money because I ended up getting more than what I anticipated, and they're still sitting in my house. Right? But the point is this, I brought probably 3 weeks ago, and a bunch more cases. They're still here. I am not scared, worried. I'm not bothered that they're still sitting here. Why? Because at least this isn't spent on a cheesesteak. At least the dollars that I put into this ain't being spent on a video game, ain't being spent on no dumb shit, right? I know for a fact that money that I actually put into this product is sitting there waiting to get to work. I just got to actually put that effort in. And see, this is the difference between having that mental block as an entrepreneur and being that person that's just a coward, is understanding that no matter what money you put into what thing, you will be able to get the money back. You would be an idiot to think that if you invest in products. This is another product that I brought. I brought about 20 of these, right? I don't know what the heck. Well, I do. I'm kind of like exaggerating because I did my product research. But this is something I've never sold a day in my life. It's very scary. But my money is in it. My bread is in this. So I already know that this can sit for another month and I'm still Gucci. I'm good. But not a lot of people can say that with stocks. Not a lot of people can say that with digital products. Because, see, a lot of people try to push the lazy way, right? I've been doing product research on YouTube, and the word lazy is trending because people want to make money without doing anything. That's convenient. But that's why people don't make money. You feel me? Like, I just thought it was so interesting when I do research and I see people are liking and watching videos on how you can do surveys to make bread online. Then I think to myself, well, the video creators that are actually creating the videos to show people how to make money doing surveys, they don't really do the surveys, but they're teaching you how to make money with the surveys. Huh. Okay. Then it's like, well, the drop shipper that's teaching you how to drop ship products, he's telling you how to find trending products and how to sell them. But in his community, on his YouTube, in his description, his bio, wherever the hell he at, he don't got no link to his store where he's drop shipping. Huh. Does this make sense? That digital product creator that's teaching you how to make ebooks to sell online, I can't find one ebook other than ebooks telling me how to make ebooks. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'll break the suspense. It's because none of these people are actually making money from the things they're teaching you. They're making money teaching you. The blind leads the blind. They're making money teaching you. See, that's the difference, is understanding as an entrepreneur bullshit from real shit. Understanding how to put money to work or how to spend money. Understanding how to back out of shit and say, yo, I can't spend that bread on that. I don't care if the girl think I'm broke. I don't care if the girl not really rocking with me. I don't care about X, Y, and Z. I don't care. I gotta back out. I can't do X, Y, and Z right now because I got money to spend and I got things to do. Like, that's the difference, is understanding when to actually break the cycle, the generational curses, the way your brain was conditioned, and you guys all got the power. And I think that really was on my mind. It's like, we all got the power to just tighten the fuck up. But understand, not all of us will tighten up. Because if all of us tightened up, it would get harder and harder and harder if everybody was a successful entrepreneur. If everybody can make money. You need the people that lie and say, yo, create this digital product and you'll become rich. Because you need some idiots to exit left and you need some idiots to go right. You need some people that actually are going to do the right things and build profit and grow their business. And you also need people that's just going to pay other people, teaching them how to do nothing. You do. But I mean, I would say, I'm being a little biased, but at least you guys are tuned in and tapped into somebody that actually grinds, bro. Like, I've been in the street, and I ain't even talking about, I ain't never sold a bad thing a day in my life as far as, like any type of substances. But I've been in the street, flipping phones, selling electronics, being in places I shouldn't be. I've grinded my ass off to learn lessons that I hope people that watch me never have to. You feel me? And that's where I think that's where my passion comes from with this. You feel me? So I hope that is very inspiring to some, and I hope that it helps some. I have to come live tomorrow and do the eBay thing, but again, I really hope that whoever needed to hear that heard that. And I hope that whoever need to get their shit together, because if you keep going the same way, you may not end up broke, but you definitely won't end up as accomplished as you are capable of. Like, you're not going to be in that spot that you actually want to be in until you actually realize that you ain't doing enough, and the only person that can change it is you. That's it. Can't nobody change it. And all of my men out there that's depressed, or you got something going on, or you feel like you don't got enough time, I think the one thing I would say to you, because I feel that way at a lot of times, is if not you, then who? If you don't make the time and you just settle for not having the time, then who is going to do it? Who? If you wake up, put your drawers on and your socks on, your stuff on that you need to do to get out the door. If you tell yourself before you leave the door, I'm the realest, thoroughest, coolest, most handsome, smart entrepreneur there is in this world. Nobody outside that door of your house can tell you anything other than that. Because you the person that just told yourself that in the beginning. And I'm not somebody that believes in words of affirmations. I don't. I believe in getting shit done. I don't believe in, today I'm going to make $1 billion. By April, I'm going to make the, I don't believe in none of that shit. Talking ain't action. Talking ain't doing. I ain't even gonna get into that. But again, guys, tighten up, stay focused, and I promise you're gonna get to where you need to go. All right, I'm gonna go live in the morning and do this eBay thing. I'm about to take it. Well, I gotta eat first and take it down. I just got out the shower from me coming in from the park, and I had to go live, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and of course, man, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.
you.